I'm in touch with a lot of different types of genres of music, and now I incorporate that in my albums. Good Girl Gone Bad. I know a lot of people are probably wondering why that title, but this album, for me, I feel really liberated. After I recorded it and I listened to it, it makes me feel so good. Like, I wanted to do everything my way, you know, and it's kind of like a bad girl attitude. I got a little rebellious, I got a little attitude, and the sound of the album is really, really edgy, and I felt like the title matched my personality now, the way I approached the album and the sound of the album.
Hold on 1 second.
Is it Amanda? Oh, I was kidding. I was trying to like dish it again.
Let's see. Let's go a little bit further back. Let's talk about some of the music you listened to when you were living in Barbados. And actually, you know what? I want to know about the first time you knew that you were in love with music.
Okay.
If you can recall that specific memory.
Can I tell you the daytime or?
Daytime, all that stuff. Drug picture, nah.
Let me see. I first fell in love with music. All right, let me start. Growing up, I used to listen to a lot of reggae, as I mentioned earlier. Bob Marley, always. He's one of my favorite and will always be one of my favorites. You know, Sean Paul from back in the day, even before he had a deal. You know, a lot of different reggae artists, Buju Banton, and you know, then I started exploring on my own because that's what my mom would listen to. Then I explored on my own, you know, I love Destiny's Child. I was in love with Mariah Carey, and that's when I was like, wow, I want to do this. I want to be just like that. I want to be on TV making videos, and I want to make music, and I fell in love with the music. I had passion for music, and I had my own taste, and I had to be like 7 years old when I decided and I knew what I wanted to do.
You seem to be like, you know, you have a very developed personality. Like
oh, thank you.
You are, right?
Thank you.
What were you like when you were younger? You seem like you didn't really like necessarily like follow the crowd, like you did your own thing.
Absolutely. When I was younger, one thing about me, I didn't care to have the group of friends. I didn't care to be the most popular girl in school. I mean, I was fine with being on my own. You know, friends is always great. Company, I love company. But if it's silly, if it's a silly crowd, I don't care to be part of it. I always felt like I was a leader. I had to do what I felt was perfect for me. Like, I didn't do it because it looked cool to somebody else. I think I was a little played out, and I've always had that attitude, even from a little girl.
When did you start like singing, like professionally? Not professionally, but like when did you start singing and say, you know, this is something I think I actually want to do as a career?
Woo!
Like, how old were you?
When I was between the age of, I had to be like 7 or 8 years old when I knew what I wanted to do. I started singing in the shower, like, and I mean, I was motivated by a lot of different things, a lot of different musicians, and a lot of the young musicians too motivated me, because I'm like, if they can do it, then I could do it too. And I remember, this is so funny to me, but I would just say crazy stuff like, I'm gonna be a singer, and like, I just had it out there, like I knew it was gonna happen, but really and truly it didn't have to. So it's just crazy to me when I think about it, when I remember those days, and now I'm here sitting in the seat of what I always dreamed of doing. It's insane to me.
Well, you talked about singing in the shower. What was your favorite song to sing in the shower?
My favorite song to sing in the shower is always Visions of Love. Love Mariah Carey. Love her. That was it.
You spoke a little bit about, like, you know, being an individual, and not necessarily like chasing popularity, but at the same time, you're a very attractive person.
Thank you.
And you were a beauty queen. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, in Barbados, we don't have prom, so instead we have something called a school pageant, and my school was called Commonwealth, so it was Miss and Mr. Commonwealth. And I won one year. One year I entered just for fun. You know, my friends were all like, you should enter, and I was like, whatever. I entered it, and you know, I didn't know I was going to win. I thought I was going to come in 4th place, actually. 4 of 6 girls and I just had number 4 there. After the night show, I went upstairs to my dressing room and I'm like, Mom, I'm not gonna win. I don't even feel like going back on stage for the announcement, but I didn't even know that I was gonna win. I remember I felt so great. I felt so great, but it was fun. I did it for fun.
I want to talk about getting discovered. Like, how are you discovered?
I was introduced to a couple of producers actually, through one of my friends in school, and in Barbados actually. He was vacationing there, and I went to his hotel and I sang for him, and he invited me to the States to his studio to do some recording work on a demo. So we worked on a demo for over a period of a year, but you know, in and out of Barbados to America. And then we finally had it together, we finished it, and we sent it out to a few labels, and Def Jam was the first label to call back. They were the most enthusiastic about everything, so we went with them.